Hi, I'm Steve Anderson with Easton. This next training video is going to show installation of HIT and Deep 6 inserts into the shafts. So after you've cut your shaft to length, you're going to want to take the chamfering stone, lightly chamfer the inside of the shaft. Doesn't take much, that's all you got to do. Next, you'll take a high-grade alcohol. I like to use a 91% isopropyl alcohol. And I use one of the Easton cleaning tools. You could use a Q-tip, anything like that. Just get a little bit of alcohol on there. Get down inside the shaft. And let that dry for just a second. So after we've got all of our shafts cleaned, we're going to take the Easton HIT epoxy, get it mixed up. Now there's two types of glue that we approve for use with the HIT insert system. The one is this epoxy. The other is the Quick Bond insert adhesive. This only takes about 30 minutes to set, whereas the epoxy is a 24-hour cure. We believe the epoxy provides a little bit better bond. It just does take a little longer to fully cure. So I've got a little tray here to mix this in. And each of these packs provides enough to do a dozen arrows, no issue. We're going to get that good and mixed up. Next step is the actual installation of the inserts. We're going to use the HIT insert tool. This is included with every bag of inserts that comes with your shafts. And we're going to take our insert here. Now the insert has the breather hole on the back side. Very important, we don't cover that with epoxy. We want to leave that exposed. That'll help prevent epoxy from getting down inside, not allowing the threads of the broadhead or field point to actually go into the insert. Two, it will prevent the the insert from pushing out of the arrow. We're going to get a little epoxy on there. Doesn't take a ton of it. You're going to have an excess coming out you're going to need to wipe away anyways. As you work that in, I like to go in and out and just make sure there's epoxy filling those glue rings on the insert. We've got just a little excess there. We did a pretty good job with that one. I'm going to wipe that away. Push it all the way in, get the depth set. I'm going to pull that out. Now, one thing I like to do here, clean the tool off, get it ready for the next one. I'll flip to the other side of the tool, the clean side of the tool, and I'll double check that depth to make sure it's all the way in, make sure it didn't drag out a little bit as I pulled the tool away. Got that done. We're going to leave this laid horizontal for 24 hours as it fully cures. Should you choose to use the Quick Bond adhesive, you want to be a little quicker with your installation. You don't want to take the time to try to wipe away the excess because it sets up fast enough, you'll get an insert stuck in there. So we throw a small bead of glue around the back side. Again, don't want to cover up the breather hole. And then I'm going to run it in, turn it, use my tool, get it set to depth. Pull that out, double check the depth. All good there. Clean away any excess. You can even take something like a Q-tip. Just make sure you don't have any extra glue inside the shaft there. We did a good job. And that will be ready to shoot in about 15 minutes. Let's say you're looking to pick up a little bit more front of center in your shafts and you want to go with the brass inserts. Now these brass inserts for the HIT system come in 75 that break down to 50 grains. And we're going to show you how to break one down and install it. Now it's very important to use two sets of pliers on this. One set of pliers, you could do some bending on this brass material. Simple as that. Got it broke down to 50 grains. Now you'll notice this brass does not have the breather hole like the aluminum HIT inserts. So what we're going to do for that is just pull the knock out of the shaft. That will prevent a vacuum from pushing the insert back out. Now the same as we did with the standard HIT insert. We are going to run our epoxy over that, make sure all the glue channels are filled. Wipe away the excess. Set it to depth. Clean the tool, and we're going to double check our depth. And we're good. Let that cure horizontally for 24 hours. And there you have it. That's how you install HIT inserts on Easton arrow shafts.